so with that, let's get into the game. Boom, just like that, we're in the game.
My liege.
My liege.
Warm food at last.
All right, so there's one thing you can do in this game that you can't do in the second game, which is if you open preferences, you can get some music going. You can even switch what song you want it to be. Yeah. I don't know why they have a marching sound there. Error. Okay, so we have just Normandy. The map moves around pretty smoothly in this HD patch with scrolling this way. I'm being trolled. Hey babe, how's it going? You can also scroll with the arrow keys, not WASD. I think if you quick save actually if you hit Q, which by the way we should probably save just to be safe. So Normans. Okay. And we have a lot of different things down here. We have the Royal Library, of course, which actually I never really used, but you know, you can, in this game at least, it was I kind of looked up on the internet. So Longbowman's going to be a big part of our stuff going forward. They're a lot easier to get in this game compared to Knights of Honor 2.
Your wisest of rulers and his kin.
We have, okay, King William, the Duke of Normandy, very young, and yet despite being very young, he has 2 princes already, which I think this is probably historical. I never hit claim your title. I don't think. I always went for the kingdom advantages. We have
your
our
gold,
wealth.
Sire.
You can have different tax levels. I forget if you can do this in Knights of Honor 2 or not.
Your books, sire.
Your books. Seems like we have a little bit of books coming in.
Your piety, sire.
Piety, not religiosity or whatever they have in Knights of Honor 2. The kingdom advantages, which
sire.
are a little faster to get going in the Knights of Honor 2. Remember Grand Fortress being strong. Glorious Conquest was a good one. There were but you also have these exotic trade goods, and you have to import these. So unlike 2, where you can try to make everything yourself, I guess the Age of Discoveries you don't have to import any. But like I think I started with Grand Glorious Conquest, maybe Age of Discoveries, who knows. Alright, we also have Province Overview, same as 2.
The Kingdom Rankings.
You can see the most powerful one, they usually always are like Byzantia or Fatimids, Germany. You got the largest kingdoms, military strength, wealthiest, which I believe it's just their current treasury, so if they spend a lot of money, then it could change. And also really small kingdoms can have a decent treasury. Trade income, this doesn't really matter so much for us receiving the trade, it matters more for what they receive. So this, you can't rely on this per se to figure out like who's the best trade partner. The most respected, which I believe these mean we have a non-aggression pact with Germany or something like that. Most hated. Happiest population. Okay. And then we have
political
view. There's a couple things. One, if you scroll with the mouse here, it's horribly fast. If you scroll with the arrow keys, it's a little slower. But we have just the kingdoms, which we're going to try to go to war and take over England, of course. Relations, we're already at war with East Anglia, so we'll go to war with that. You can see easily at a glance what's going on here. If they have like this more pointy crown, they have a princess available for marriage. If they have the other one, they have like a prince available for marriage. I believe these 2 swords mean either non-aggression, isn't that right? Yep. So, one of the weird things about the mod is like the pop-ups don't always show up in the right place. Alright. Byzantia. We already have a trade route with Byzantia. This is really interesting. I mean, Byzantia is probably worth a lot of gold. Let's see here. Economy worth, trade potential 18. They're worth the Fatimids, who are worth 24. That's even better. Luckily, so we might be able to form a trade agreement with them. Actually, while we're here, why don't we try that? Offer trade agreement. Yes. So this game is more gentle with setting up trade agreements, which you can set up across the map. And usually just the bigger they are, the better it is. How about Germany? They're worth 13. Byzantia was worth 18. So we're gonna have trade agreements with the two biggest. Maybe we'll start one with Germany anyway. I don't know. They might attack in here, so that would be annoying. Offer. Oh, we can have an alliance pact. That's right. So I think, yeah, we have a trade agreement. That's right. So in this game, you start with a trade agreement, then you have non-aggression, and then you have an alliance. Okay, now we have these stances just to see if we're at war with anybody, or a lot like those different. This isn't too useful. The religions, we have Catholicism, Islam, what's this called again? Orthodox and pagans. Kazan is actually Islam here, which should be, I believe. Rebellion risk, not too useful. The province features and goods. So this is actually quite important because in this game to have cavalry, you need to actually have horses. And let's see, oh, that's the trade goods. We want to go for the province features. So we're actually kind of screwed here because the only way to get cavalry is right next to us in France. So we have to take on France in order to have any cavalry in this game. That's kind of annoying. But, whoops, where's the cavalry? Wait a minute, I lost track of it. Pasture, that's right, yeah. Or no, wait, maybe it's pasture requires stud farm. Wait, am I remembering this incorrectly? Wait, let's read the. Oh, pasture. Okay, stud farm. They may have changed this, but if this is true, actually, no, maybe we can't get that because it says horses. Requires stud farm. So if we can make a stud farm in East Anglia, that might be okay. I feel like that was different because it was really hard to get. Because I played on the original release patch years and years ago. I just had the disc. One more. Well, also we have units. This I want this in Knights of Honor 2 so much. You can just see in the game where every unit comes from, and for your actual faction, right? So. We actually can already get swordsmen and peasants. Normans we can't produce just yet. Interesting. Why isn't? I feel like it was supposed to say where you can recruit things. Huh. Maybe I lied. That'd be funny if I lied. Maybe it's just where you can currently recruit something, but we know that we can get peasants, and at least this shows us where we can get currently. Peasants you can get everywhere. There's no militia in this game, and buildings. So the cathedral in this game is very hard and rare to get. Let's look for the cathedral real quick. Where'd it go? There we go. So maybe they changed this actually, because in the original version of the game, you could see where you would be eventually able to. You need a certain number of resources in a province and the buildings associated with them to get a cathedral. Because you need. Well, we'll have to. Maybe we can look up in the library, but we can figure out. But I don't care too much. There's also Holy Mosque. I never built a Holy Mosque, but that's fine. Anyway, that's the political view. What we're gonna need to get doing. Of course, Kingdom Power. It's not Crown Authority, just Kingdom Power now. Pretty cheap for us to increase this actually at this level, but what we're gonna want to do is get trading. So we have three. We have actually a lot of things available here. I kind of would like the king to be a soldier. Like, kings are usually good soldiers, but we already have a marshal anyway, and marshals last forever. So we could get 3 trade routes. We could either... Alright, so first of all, let's just start hiring troops if we can. Need more food, so we'll have to wait for food. Alright, so probably no need to get any marshals right now, but before, and we're at war already. So, I guess let's make the king a merchant.
At your service, sire.
Alright, trade with Fatimids. I thought we had one with Byzantium, but maybe I was wrong. We can try to trade with Byzantium now.
View.
Yeah, we don't, I guess, offer trade agreement. Nice. They're very helpful with that. You can also be merchant.
My name is worth many bags of gold,
Alright,
sire.
Germany, trade for gold. And Just straight up tons of merchants.
At your service, sire.
Byzantia, trade for gold. Excellent. And I didn't really pause this game that much when I was actually playing. Let me take a quick sip of some tea. All right, hit the pause button and start playing it out.